Hello and welcome. My name is Zaffar Iqbal, and you are watching the Mojo story. An army colonel and a policeman have been critically injured in an encounter at Kukarnag in South Kashmir's Anantnag district. Now, this encounter started in the afternoon. The operations are still going on. There has been an exchange of fire between both the sides. Now, senior officials of the police and the army, including the DGP Dilbag Singh, the IGP Vijay Kumar, as well as the GOC of the 15 Corps have visited the encounter spot. Police has come out with a tweet. It says that encounter has started in Kokarnag. Officers and army from army and JKP injured. Now that is the confirmation that's coming from police. Now this operation is still underway. Firing is going on between both the sides. We're told that it's a jungle area where this operation is taking place. Obviously, the militants trying to take advantage of the thick foliage out there. But for now, the news is that an army colonel, the commandant, has been injured in that encounter, and one policeman and another army officer is injured as the encounter is still underway. Now, this encounter started after the security forces had a specific intelligence input about the presence of terrorists in that area. As the security forces moved in, a joint team of the police and the army, they cordoned off the area. That's the time the militants who were hiding there attacked the police party, and there was a retaliation. And the first exchange of fire, the first burst of fire, security force officials were injured. You can see from those visuals, that's the GOC of the 15 Corps who has gone and visited the spot. So have the senior officials of the police and the army. In the initial exchange of fire, these injuries of the security force personnel have taken place. Now, the entire area has been cordoned off. There are multiple layers of cordon that have been laid there, and the security forces are trying to zero in on the terrorists who are hiding there. Obviously, the effort is to prevent any collateral damage from taking place. Remember, this is a populated area. There are many houses in the vicinity, and the effort is to prevent any collateral damage from taking place. The DGP Dilbag Singh, IGP Vijay Kumar, GOC 15 Corps Lieutenant General Rajiv Ghai, along with JNK police officers and army officers, they reached the spot to take stock of the situation as the encounter is still going on. Now, there have been multiple encounters in Jammu and Kashmir over the last few days, particularly in the last 24 hours. There have been two encounters that have taken place. One encounter has happened in the Rajouri district of JNK that happened last night, that started last night. And in the morning, two terrorists were killed. One army Jawan also was killed in that encounter, and an army dog named Kent who also died in that encounter. That encounter is over now, but this is the second encounter that's taken place in South Kashmir, uh, in the uh, in the Anantnag district. The Jammu encounter took place at the Narla area of Rajouri district. That was also a joint operation by the army and the police. The army came up with a statement. It said that they were tracking the movement of terrorists since 7th of September, and the terrorists were the troops cordoned the terrorists, and heavy exchange of fire took place on the 12th of September. And despite the bad weather and hostile terrain, both the terrorists were killed. Army has recovered a large quantity of uh, arms and ammunition, including park marking of medicine. That's about the Rajouri encounter. But the second encounter that's still going on, taking place in the Anantnag district of Jammu and Kashmir. Now, in this encounter, an army colonel has been injured, and there have been injuries of JNK police personnel as well. Senior officials have reached the spot. The encounter is underway. There's firing from both the sides. We told that the injured army jawans were airlifted to Srinagar to the 92 base hospital of the army at Badami Bagh at the headquarters of the 15th Corps. The encounter, it's a joint operation by the police and the army. To recap for our viewers, this encounter started today after there was a specific intelligence input about the presence of militants in that area. A joint team of the police and the army cordoned off the area, and in the initial exchange of fire, security force personnel took injuries. Uh, the colonel of the army was injured. A policeman was also injured, and we are told another army soldier is also injured. The injured have been airlifted to Srinagar. The encounter is still underway. Police have confirmed that officers of the police and the army have been injured in that encounter, and immediately afterwards, senior officers of the police and the army visited the spot, and they are the commander of the 15th Corps himself at the spot. So were the DGP and the IGP, as they are monitoring the operation that are going on there. It's a joint operation by the police and the army. It's not clear what's the number of terrorists that are hiding there, whether they are foreign militants or they are local militants. But for now, the cordon has been laid, and the security forces are zeroing in on the militants who are hiding there. It may be a prolonged affair, as the terrorists are hiding in that area. The problem is that by the end of the day, the security forces would want to wind up this operation. Otherwise, they may have to wait till the first light tomorrow to resume that operation. But for now, the news is that an army colonel has been injured in that operation, and two more security force personnel have been injured. This encounter taking place at Kokarnag, which is in the Anantnag district of South Kashmir. So two major encounters that have taken place in less than 24 hours. Now we've seen a spurt in terrorist activities in South Kashmir for some time now. This is the second major terrorist strike in Valley in the past 1 month. On August 4, 3 soldiers were killed in a militant strike in the forest of Kulgam in South Kashmir. Now, South Kashmir has been a hotbed of militancy in the past, and now it seems that militants are shifting their focus back to South Kashmir and to the south of Punjab, to areas of Rajouri and Poonch. As I was saying, the second encounter that took place in Rajouri. There have been a series of encounters in Rajouri Poonch area as well, and this encounter taking place in South Kashmir in the Kokarnag area of Anantnag. But security force personnel in the initial exchange of fire have taken some injuries, but now the cordon has been laid, and they are zeroing in on the militants who are hiding there. What we're told that the injured have been moved, airlifted to Srinagar for treatment as the operation continues. We'll keep updating you as and when we get more information. But for now, the news is that the Rajouri encounter that took place in the night and ended today morning, there is the second encounter that's taking place in South Kashmir, in which one army colonel and an army soldier and a police man have sustained injuries who have been moved to Srinagar for treatment. We'll keep updating as and when we get more news on this incident. Thanks so much for watching.
It's great to see you here. Thank you for watching our work. If you haven't subscribed yet, don't forget to click the bell icon and subscribe to Mojo Story and support independent, robust journalism.